Hi guys, thanks for joining us, and thank you first of all to those of you that have been watching the channel, liking the videos and subscribing to us and supporting us on our new venture.
Car. Yeah?
Yeah. Daddy?
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Watching you.
Moving cars. Wow, yeah, you can do, boy.
It's been a couple of months now since we installed the kitchen, and I was panicking that we weren't going to get everything in before Christmas, but we did make that deadline. It was late on the 24th of December by the time that we got everything into the kitchen. So on that last video that you saw that I uploaded just a few days ago, that was actually the 24th of December, and that's the last time that we did any work in the kitchen. So we've enjoyed the kitchen, we've looked at what works for us over the past couple of months, and then since then we've been recording lots and working on different projects, and you're going to find out more about those in the coming weeks. And we're really excited to be going to share that journey with you. So you can see in the background that the kitchen's exactly the same as you saw it on the previous video. The wall units are up on the wall there, but there is a space down the middle here, which is where the cooker hood will eventually go. But there's a unit, we're going to go for an integrated cooker hood, and there's a unit that's going to go in that space initially. So the reason why the cupboards are up in the position they are now is so that we could get the measurement correct for that centre cupboard. I've mentioned in a previous video that the new units that we bought are 16mm deeper than the existing wall units. So my plan is that I'm going to take the two wall units off that we've got from that existing kitchen we upcycled and mount them onto ply. And then hopefully the difference, I actually, to be honest, I couldn't get 16mm ply, I could only get 18mm ply, but I think there's going to be a big difference between a 2mm discrepancy and a 16mm discrepancy. So hopefully you and I will know that there's a 2mm discrepancy, but nobody else will know about that. And on face value of walking into the kitchen, I don't think, unless you're going to get your tape measure out, nobody's going to know the difference. So let's get to it and see how far we can get today. So if you've not fitted these kitchen wall units before, basically you put this hanging bracket onto the wall, and then it sits within this recess on the back of the cabinet, and these are adjustable from the inside. So if you've ever looked inside your kitchen unit and wondered what the little bracket is in the top and what the screws are for, then that's what this is for. It adjusts this lug to go up and down. So what I need to do first of all is I need to fix these brackets onto the wall. What I'm looking at the moment is I'm looking at what the distance is between the edge of the cabinet and the inside of the cabinet, so that I can make sure that these go in the right places. And then once everything's checked and measured and I put these brackets on the wall, I'll be able to just lift this unit into position. Okay, so I think I knew that this was going to be a little bit more tricky than it should be. So as I've started to drill the holes into the wall ready for the new cabinets, I've found that the plaster, the new plaster, is just over covering existing holes, holes that have been drilled in the past, probably for previous cupboards, wall mounted cupboards that have been up there. So as I've drilled through the plaster, basically the brick has just collapsed and the plaster's just fallen apart. So which is causing me a little bit of a headache at the moment, if I'm completely honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my trusty Corfix and see if I can sort of salvage this problem. So let's see how we get on with that. And I mean, the holes are absolutely massive at the moment. I started off with about a 6mm drill bit, and as I've continued I've ended up with having to drill them out up to 10mm, so it's considerably different size. But let's see how we get on, and let's see what we can do to resolve the problem. Hi guys, so back in the kitchen once again. I didn't manage to get through as much as I'd hoped to yesterday, but I did have an opportunity to play with the wall unit that's on this side. I took it completely down off the wall, you've probably seen in the clips previously, and I've mounted it onto 18mm ply, and then I've put it back on the wall. You might be wondering why I did that. That was because the new wall units that we bought were 16mm deeper than the original wall units that we were upcycling. But now we've only got a 2mm discrepancy, and I think it's going to be well, to be honest with you, it isn't that noticeable. So really pleased with the results of that. Now I'm going to have a quick look at this one over here. I'm going to remove that wall unit from the wall. I'm going to mount it up on the 18mm ply and then re-hang the wall unit, and then hopefully that'll be the end of that. And then after that I'm going to move on, and I'm going to start to hang the new units directly above those existing units, so we've got double height storage, which will be absolutely fantastic. Taken me longer than I thought it was going to, but I think that's what happens with all of these jobs. I've managed to get all of the additional wall units up on the wall. We've started to unpack our latest Costco haul and put that into those cupboards, and we still seem to be left with a little bit of space, which is nice. I'm just going to go and unwrap the doors, fit the hinges to the doors, and then install those. And then in the next couple of days I will start to look for some door handles that match the handles that we've got already. So really excited, really pleased that it looks good.